Air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This is going to be a love reading for you. Take what resonates. As always, leave the rest for someone else. So I did pull some yin yang oracle cards to get us started for your love life energy. To me, what I'm picking up, a lot of you guys are in a relationship, or this is a relationship. It could be a relationship from the past that you're clinging on to or holding on to, but for most of you, you guys are still going to be involved in this connection. I do feel like there is a cycle that has completed. You have learned the lesson that you were meant to learn from this connection, whether it's currently or in the past, but it's almost like you're being naive to that fact. There's also something that you're holding back speaking about. We have the truth expression card from the yin yang, and then also something about the springtime is significant. I don't know if this is when you're going to be motivated to possibly, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be that you're moving on from the relationship entirely, but it could be that you guys are starting a new cycle within the relationship. So if ending the relationship is not something that resonates with you, it's not going to be for all of you, although I do think that is the majority of you. Now, bottom of the deck, I always read a subconscious energy. We have toxicity, bound, and patterns. We have lack, doubts, stability, flow, and avoidance, stalemate, as well as the South Node, comfort zone, and clinging. So this energy is coming on your behalf. It's like, you know, there's something very toxic, and it's almost like your grasp is so firmly set energetically on this connection. You're having a hard time letting it go. But internally, you also have doubts about this connection being able to provide you with the stability that you're looking for, the harmony that you're looking for, and essentially just a flow of energy. So there could be a disconnection in the flow that you're experiencing with your person. Maybe it's not the same flow you used to have, but you're also avoiding. And I feel like you're avoiding a very important conversation that needs to be had so you guys can hash this stuff out. So let's pull a couple tarot cards and see. Also, something about your self-worth is highlighted. This fell out as well as an additional card. And expectations. So I almost feel like your self-worth is kind of low and your expectations are not high enough of what your partner should be providing for you, or what the relationship, instead of focusing on the person themselves, think about how you want to feel within the relationship, right? So like, do you feel happy? Do you feel stable? Do you feel in an energetic flow and balance and harmony and peace? What else do we have for my air signs in this love dynamic? We have the Four of Wands. Some of you guys live with this person. You could be married to this person, or you could be engaged to this person, or you could have talked about getting married. Maybe you wanted to get married in some, you know, at some point in time. Something isn't working though. We have the Page of Wands. It kind of fell out sideways, so I'll take a mental note of that. I'm almost feeling this immature energy. I don't know if this is like your partner, like they don't know how to have a civil conversation. I don't know why ADHD just came through. This card is sticking out. Eight of Swords. You know, the Eight of Swords is a card of self-imposed limitations of the mind. So you're overthinking something. Some of you guys are connected to a fire sign or have fire sign placements. I also have Gemini and Taurus or Libra at the bottom of the deck. I do think this was a soul contract, but you're a little bit overwhelmed or confused because it seems like I don't know. There's a lot of mental energy here too. Somebody is definitely a little bit immature, naive. Maybe they like to have a little too much fun or party, or they just haven't like grown up yet, right? Knight of Swords. Be careful with how you decide or when you decide to have a conversation or speak to this person, because I feel like this Knight of Swords energy could be yours. It could come off somewhat aggressive, or there could also be lots of arguments within the connection as well. So I think that's something that needs to be approached cautiously. I'm not saying, obviously you need to have some sort of conversation here, but it's important on how you're delivering the message that you want to deliver. So maybe take a little bit of extra time before you do that. But I feel like you've been bound to this for quite some time, but you internally know that something has been completed, that you've learned the lesson. And it has to do with this double card energy. Some of you guys could be connected to a Capricorn. Yeah, the throat chakra. Certainly a block in the throat chakra. So throat chakra meditations on YouTube could be beneficial for you guys. A couple more here. 3 of Cups. Yeah, you know what? I'm getting this energy of somebody could be like a partier, or they could overindulge. They could be a heavy drinker, a little bit immature. What you're wanting is this King of Pentacles here, stability, right? It doesn't even have to be in the form of money or finance or material goods, but stability within the connection, essentially. Somebody that is your rock, you know, when you're having a hard time, somebody that you can go to and lean on and is there in more so like a masculine role, and somebody that you can express your emotions to. I feel like they are open to that, or they're not even in the same energetic field as that energy. Some of you guys also have suspicions of lying, cheating, or stealing. 7 of Swords here. But you're trying to work up the courage to possibly walk away, or obviously, you know, something needs to change here. What else? And then we'll get some advice. Air signs. Knight of Wands. You know, this is kind of like my Playboy card. Now, if it was in the reverse, this would certainly be a Playboy card, Playboy or Playgirl card. But I'm just getting this energy of somebody that hasn't quite matured into Queen or King energy, because we have Pages here and we have Knights here. As far as court cards, I mean, all of the Kings have been at the bottom of the deck. We have King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck is always subconscious energy on your behalf. And the Queen of Cups. Yeah, you're emotionally dissatisfied. You could be depressed. You could have regrets because something didn't work out the way it was supposed to work out, or how you had imagined it would work out with like a happily ever after, you know, emotional fulfillment. Maybe that's something you saw at one time with this person. This person, oddly, this is a weird message that's coming through. This person could be unsupportive of like your goals or your dreams, your aspirations, or your passions. 6 of Wands, 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands. So maybe you've held back on something that you're really truly passionate about because this person either, I don't want to say they talk shit about it, but it's like they don't approve of it in some way. Let's get advice for you air signs. Advice. 7 of Wands in reversed. 3 of Swords. Okay. The 2 of Wands. So there's some sort of decision you need to make. You are divinely protected. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, Justice card, and the Ace of Cups. You will emotionally recover from this. There will be justice. There will be balance. Things will come back into harmony for you. But the bad news is like, it's going to hurt. Okay. It doesn't matter how you look at this. You need to put your guard down and accept the fact that sometimes you have to make steps in the right direction that are going to be a little bit painful, or they can seem like steps in the wrong direction or a step back. But in reality, you have to kind of understand that you're going to go through some sort of pain or emotional trauma or whatever it is, however it resonates for you. You have to experience that on some level in order to move forward and ultimately reap the blessings that you're owed, because you are going to be okay. But you have to speak your truth. You have to have these hard conversations. You have to express why you're dissatisfied, that you're confused, that you're not happy, that something isn't working, and then you need to go from there. But in order to do that, you have to put your walls down and be vulnerable and understand that it might not be easy and it might, you know, break your heart. And that's just a lesson that you were meant to learn. So that is all I have for you air signs. Personal readings, you know where. I also have a free ebook up there, but much love air signs, and stay groovy.